matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And now the Lions' defensive starters.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action now. Winston looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. James has got it. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And that was a nice catch. And if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3, get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Walford in motion, the tight end. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the slot man goes in motion left. And that's complete to Walford. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, Winston. A dump off to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Elliott, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Burns the man in motion left. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception on.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go! No, check. Patriot! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. Boom,
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now look at 56.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In motion left here, Landry. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Here's Wolford over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll send a slot in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Ready?
A carry here for the big tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. On third and short, going with their tight end. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Room here to run. Cut back, left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 46 yards on the ground. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it,
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Winston on, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jarvis Landry from a yard out, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st down, gone. And caught left side, Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go! Boom, line it! Watch it now, Barney!
Goff on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. One receiver left, two to the right. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
And the back goes into motion.
Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Goff. Over the middle to Smith. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Goff now looking to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Here we go.
To throw on second down is Goff. Escaping the pressure right. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, Devontae Freeman. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here we go on fourth. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught right side, it turns. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Giants are going to get a first down. Play clock winding down. First down, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Hearns the man in motion left. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he hits his man, Matthews. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 34 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Goff on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Good.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Halfback sent in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off. Now Winston going deep here for Landry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver, 65 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Walford in motion, the tight end. Play fake. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot, How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Winston. He's going to take another shot here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
It's taken to the 26. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now a first down throw. Gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Back at it. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
To throw on second down is gone. Going left side, it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen.
But now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Landry, the receiver, in motion left. Second down, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
In motion right comes Matthews. On third down, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go. Over. Here we go.
On first down, gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Detroit!
On second and 10, Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Flush to his right. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And the back goes into motion. Here's Goff now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. What are you going to do with the football?
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, Goff. Rolling. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out with one back and three tight ends. One man on the backfield, Elliott. Here's Winston. He's got time. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Winston to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Hearns the man in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Hearns the man in motion left. Now Winston. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the Giants send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get down to about the 20s. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw. And Winston lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go out into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And Charles, I think when the schedule...